So the most important questions that come from this chapter from balanced chemical equation, then what is the exact procedure to write a chemical equation? So first understand this thing in short. Step number 1 is we have to write down the skeleton equation. Write the skeleton equation. Write down the skeleton equation. Skeleton equation, what does it mean? Suppose this is a process of formation of ammonia by a combination reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen gas. So the first step we have to write down here, hydrogen plus nitrogen arrow, it will give us ammonia gas. It will give us ammonia gas. So this is the first step, that we have to write down the skeleton equation. Okay. The second step, that will be convert it into the molecular formula. Convert it into the molecular formula from the skeleton formula. That means we have to convert hydrogen from the word to H2 plus N2, and it will give us ammonia gas. Okay, this is the step number 2. Step number 3, that we have to introduce the physical state. Introduce the physical state of all the components. Please introduce the physical state of all the components at room temperature. That means 25 degrees centigrade. We have to introduce the physical state of hydrogen, nitrogen and ammonia. You know, at room temperature hydrogen is in gas, nitrogen that is also in gas, and ammonia that is also in gas. Okay, done? Fourth step, that is the most fundamental step, balancing of chemical equations. Why? Because from the law of conservation of mass we know that total mass before the reaction, that means reactant mass, that will be total mass after the reaction, that is the mass of the product. It should match. Mass cannot be created or destroyed. Fourth point will be balance the equation, or write down the balanced chemical equation. Now for balancing a chemical equation, that will be our next topic, we can use two methods. One is the heat and trial method, that is very familiar method to us. Another method, that is called an algebraic method. We will also discuss balancing by algebraic method later today. We can use any of the method. Heat and trial method is the common method. So after balancing, as you know, it will be 3 hydrogen plus 1 mole of nitrogen, that will give us 2 mole of ammonia gas. So this will be the fourth, and this is the balanced chemical equation. 3, 1 and 2 are the coefficients of this after balancing the chemical equation. And the last step, that is the fifth step, write down the name of the catalyst. Write down the name of the catalyst, the promoter, if any. Obviously every reaction doesn't require catalyst and promoter, but if there, write down its name, mention the name. Also mention the temperature, also mention the pressure, etc. कहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंट करना है कैटलिस्ट का नेम, प्रमोटर का नेम को कहाँ डालना है? That is on and below. There, please write down the name of the catalyst, promoter, temperature and pressure, if any, up and down of the arrow sign. Now we have to remember that in this reaction 3H2 plus N2, that gives us 2 mole of ammonia gas, and this reaction is called Haber's process for the preparation of ammonia, and iron powder is used as a catalyst, molybdenum that is used as the promoter, pressure that is near about 200 atmospheric pressure, temperature near about 450 degrees Celsius, or you can convert it into Kelvin, 673 Kelvin, whatever. That is near about. It may vary. In few books it is written 500, in few books it is written 550. But you have to mention the temperature, the pressure, the catalyst, the name of the promoter, where above and below. So this is the fundamental representation of a chemical reaction. So this is a very important question. What are the steps of writing a pure chemical reaction? I think it is clear to you. Okay. So may I move to the next topic? I think I can. So this is one, yes, very good. This is one sort of revision or one sort of the representation of actual what will be the approach of writing the question in the question paper. That is an issue. Look, we have the knowledge of answering question, but why marks vary from one student to other? The reason is the representation. Use of different color pen, use of good handwriting, use of appropriate scientific words is extremely important. And do not write down the answers in huge paragraphs. Write point to point. It will be point to point. The answers should be systematical. Chalo, next topic. The next topic is very much important for every year. This year there is no exception. That is the balancing of chemical equation. That is the balancing of chemical equation. I will shortly now discuss balancing of one chemical equation like MnO2 plus HCl. It will give us MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus water. You know MnO2 is solid, HCl there should be an aqueous solution. MnCl2 similarly chlorine at room temperature gas, and pani, water at room temperature, it will be liquid. So we have to balance this chemical equation. We have one method, heat and trial method, very much common to us. So I will request everybody to please try to balance this equation by heat and trial method and tell me the name of the coefficient. Tell me the name of the coefficient. I am ready to write down the coefficient here, 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 here and here. Use heat and trial method everybody and tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. MnO2, there will be one, one MnO2 plus 4 HCl, then MnCl2 is 1, then Cl2 how much? 1 and 2 H2O. Very, very good. So we have used heat and trial method to balance this chemical equation. Heat and trial method is the extremely common method and we use it generally. But I have once told you today that there is another method to balance this chemical equation, that is called algebraic method, and we have to remember it once more, because sometimes in questions there is an opportunity that there is a given that balance these chemical equations within bracket, do not use heat and trial method. So we have to use the alternative method to balance, that is called the algebraic method of balancing this chemical equation. So this time, suppose the question balance the following skeleton equation, but bracket में लिखा है कि do not use heat and trial method. तब क्या करना है? Let the coefficient of the components are, let the coefficient of the components are, let the coefficients of the component are. Very good. Suppose this will be A, this will be B, this will be C, this will be D, this will be E. Please imagine that the coefficients after balancing, the chemical equation will be A, B, C, D and E. Okay? Chalo. Then what will be the next step? Just 1 minute. One person is trying to join, Pradeep. Chalo. What is the next step? Look, the number of atoms of manganese on the LHS is 1. ठीक है ना, number of manganese atoms on LH in MnO2 is 1 into A, so it will be 1 into A here, and in the RHS there will be number of manganese atom is 1 in MnCl2, so 1 into C, so it will be like this, 1 into A, that is equal to 1 into C. So the first equation is A equal to C, chalo equation number 1. So it is manganese, both sides it has been taken already. Now oxygen, 2 into A, because there are 2 oxygen atoms, so 2 into A, LHS, and RHS में देखो 1 into E, because number of oxygen is here 1, so 1 into E. So the second equation is 2A is equal to E. Chalo, equation number 2. There are 5 unknowns variables, so there will be 5 equations. So this time oxygen is over. Next will be hydrogen. Number of hydrogen is here 1 into B, that will be equal to here 2 into E. So the third equation is coming to be B is equal to 2E. Next another equation will be chlorine. So 1 into B again for chlorine, that will be equal to, look very carefully, chlorine is here also 2C, and here also 2D, 2C plus 2D on the RHS. So B is equal to 2 into C plus 2 into D. So it will be B is equal to 2C plus 2D. Equation number 4. Okay? So we have to make all the respective chemical equations that can be formed. So this step is very crucial step. And in this step we have considered A, B, C, D are the coefficients after balancing of this chemical equation. Chalo, next step. Next step, let A is equal to 1. Always. Next step mein, we have to imagine that the value of A is assumed to be 1. From equation number 1, C is equal to 1. If A is equal to 1, C will be equal to 1. And if A is equal to 1, from equation number 2, the value of E will be equal to 2 into 1, 2. So A, B and A, C and D is now known. Okay, A, C and D are known. Now, from equation number 3, below, B is equal to 2E. Now the value of E is equal to 2. So the value of B, that will be is equal to 4. Okay, na? B is equal to 2E. So B is equal to 2 into 2, 4, because the value of E is already taken into account, that is equal to 2. Now it is okay. So A known, B known, C known, E known, D has to be calculated now. Now from equation number 4, B matlab 4, that is equal to 2C, 2C matlab 2 into 1, because C is 1, plus 2D, D is unknown. So 2D will be equal to 2 and D will be equal to 1. So much simple. Not only this equation, any equation, whatever be the size of the equation may be, it can be balanced using this method. Chalo. So we have the values A is equal to 1, B is equal to 4, C is equal to 1, D is equal to 1, E is equal to 2. Now write down the values here. In place of A, it will be 1. So 1 MnO2. B is 4. So 4 HCl. C is equal to 1. So 1 MnCl2. D is equal to 1. So 1 Cl2. And E is equal to 2. That means 2 water. Board is not clear. I think it is the problem of your internet connection, because as I am checking now, the board is clear. I think everybody will tell that the board is clear. Okay, very good. Acha, okay, done. So this is the balancing method using algebraic method, balancing technique using algebraic method, and you are getting that after using the hit and trial method, the result was same as the same result that has come after using algebraic method. So the final answer, MnO2 plus 4HCl, MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus 2H2O. Okay. Clear everybody, please tell clear. Then I will move to the next topic. It is clear to you? Everybody? Clear? Then I will go to the next topic. Any doubt, any question? Then please tell by unmuting yourself. Chalo. Next question. Next question I am going to ask you. Okay? The next question I am going to ask you this time. So be prepared. Chalo. Next question. Question number 3 you can tell. Photochemical reaction. Photochemical reaction. A very common question in board. What is a photochemical reaction? Give an example. Anybody can tell me what is a photochemical reaction with an example? Please tell. Bolo. Not only light, you have to mention sunlight, because photons is the energy unit of sunlight. So in sunlight there is a light energy, and the unit of that sunlight energy, that is called photon. So it includes sunlight. Without sunlight these reactions will not occur. With sunlight these reactions will occur. Give an example. Very good. Chemical equations which we will use in photosynthesis, that will be an example. Can you please tell the equation of photosynthesis? I am going to write now. 6 CO2 6 H2O, it is giving in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Very good. 3,6H12O6 glucose. And it will giving 6O2. It will be 6O2, please recheck. No, it is already balanced, I think. Look at the reaction. There is 6 oxygen here, and there is 6, 12 oxygen, total 18 oxygen, and in the LHS there are 18 oxygen. So this is an example of photochemical reaction, any reaction which occurs in presence of sunlight, not in the light of tube light, no CFL, no. It will only occur in presence of sunlight, will be photochemical reaction. Look, can anybody tell me some other example of it? Some other example? Decomposition reaction of silver bromide. Silver bromide after decomposition will give silver plus bromine. And silver bromide will decompose into silver and bromine in presence of sunlight. Okay. So if you now balance it, it will be 2AgBr and it will be 2Ag. Now bromine at room temperature will be liquid, silver at room temperature will be solid, and this is a solid salt. So you can write here S, solid silver, liquid bromine. So these are the examples of photochemical reaction: thermal decomposition of silver chloride, thermal decomposition of silver iodide, silver bromide, Reaction of photosynthesis are the examples. Okay, done. Chalo, next question. Question number 4, very important for this year. Question number 4. The question is, what happens when? Okay, remember it carefully. That what happens when? What happens when metallic iron is added in aqueous solution of copper sulfate? And what happens when metallic copper was added to the aqueous solution of ferrous sulfate? Answer the questions with proper explanation. Can anybody tell me? So what will be the product? Okay, done. Okay, very nice. Ferrous sulfate, aqueous plus copper. And in the second step, the second reaction, no reaction takes place. The answer will be very good. The answer is nice. Now, can you tell me the answer? What is the meaning by high chemical reactivity and low chemical reactivity? And how did you know that iron is more reactive than copper? Please explain. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Extraordinary answers are coming. That is called the reactivity series of metals. Reactivity series of metals is a very much important thing in displacement reaction. And in reactivity series, iron placed far above or little bit above than copper in electrochemical series or reactivity series. That means the metal which is placed above the reactivity series will be called the active metals or the stronger metals. So iron will be strong metal, as you can say, or you can use the word active. This is a scientific word, active metal. Metal which can react is active. Copper will be little bit weaker than iron, and this will be passive compared to iron. अब देखो, ये पावरफुल मेटल है और ये वीक मेटल है, तो पावरफुल मेटल तो वीक मेटल को हटा देगा एंड केमिकल रिएक्शन करेगा. सो दिस विल बी a displacement type of reaction. मगर सेकेंड में कॉपर इज अ वीक मेटल और आयरन इज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग मेटल, तो वीक कैसे स्ट्रॉन्ग को रिप्लेस करेगा? नहीं करेगा ना. तो इसीलिए यहाँ पे नो रिएक्शन. एंड द सोर्स ऑफ द थ्योरी इज द रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज ऑफ द मेटल. So please go through the reactivity series and please try to remember the name of all the metals from top to bottom in a rhythm. There is, there is a rhythm to remember the name of the metals from top to bottom. So I will suggest you please go through it. Okay, done? So this type of questions will come from electrochemical series or the reactivity series. Chalo, next question. Next question. अच्छे से सुनो. Next question. The question is, when sodium, this is a solid, soft metal, sodium is a soft alkali metal. Sodium is added to water. What will happen? Another question. When gold is added to water, directly added to water, not with acid, only water, what will happen? Please answer the question with appropriate reason. Please answer. What will happen when metallic sodium was dissolved in liquid water, and when metallic gold is dissolved in liquid water? Please give the answer. Okay, and what will be the product? Sodium hydroxide caustic soda, very good, plus hydrogen gas. गैस को तुम अपवर्ड एरो भी दे सकते हो. सेकेंड, no reaction actually takes place, no reaction, inert, no reaction. Gold is inert to water. Now the question is why? Okay, active metal compared to किसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट कर रहा है? हाइड्रोजन का डिस्प्लेसमेंट कर रहा है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो ना, आयरन इज एक्टिव मेटल कंपेयर टू कॉपर, क्योंकि कॉपर को बाहर फेंक रहा है, कॉपर से एक्टिव है आयरन, आयरन से पैसिव है कॉपर, इसलिए आयरन को बाहर नहीं निकल सकता, और यहाँ पे वो हाइड्रोजन को बाहर निकल रहा है, तो सोडियम विल बी एक्टिव मेटल देन हाइड्रोजन. रिमेंबर, gold is passive compared to hydrogen, and if you go through the electrochemical series once more, the position of sodium is much above than hydrogen, and below hydrogen there will be the position of gold, silver, etc. So from hydrogen sodium is active or strong, and compared to hydrogen gold will be passive or weak, and इसलिए the reaction in the second example will not occur, and sodium react with iron strongly, sodium react with water strongly. इसलिए सोडियम मेटल को ना और पोटाशियम मेटल को अगर तुम थोड़ा पानी में डुबा दोगे, there is good chance of explosion. Sodium, it can explode, potassium active metal, it can also explode, और इसीलिए जब सोडियम मेटल को हम लोग घर पे और लेबोरेटरीज में रखते हैं ना, वो एयर का मॉइस्चर से भी रिएक्ट कर जाता है, ऑक्सीजन से भी रिएक्ट कर जाता है, इसलिए सोडियम कैन बी प्लेस्ड अंडर केरोसिन, एंड द रीजन इज दिस, इट कैन रिएक्ट विथ मॉइस्चर इन द एनवायरनमेंट, इन एटमॉस्फेयर, इट कैन रिएक्ट विथ द एरियल ऑक्सीजन ऑल्सो टू फॉर्म ऑक्साइड and hydroxide. So electrochemical series is very, very important for this year. Electrochemical series is very, very important. Okay? Chalo, next topic. Chalo, next question. Question number 6. Question number 6. देखते इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर कौन देगा. The question number 6 is, I am writing a chemical reaction, straightforward here. I am writing a chemical reaction here. That is carbon plus H2SO4 aqueous. It will give us CO2 plus SO2 plus H2O. C plus H2SO4, that will give us CO2 plus SO2 plus water vapor. So after balancing, we can write here 2 H2SO4 and 2 water, and 2 H2SO4 and 2 SO2. So this will be the balanced chemical equation. Now the question, can you please tell me where the oxidation and reduction took place in this reaction, and also tell me the name. Bolo. Okay. And reduction of sulfuric acid to SO2. So what will be the oxidizing agent? sulfuric acid is oxidizing agent and reducing agent will be coke or carbon. Now the question is, ये कैसे पता चला कि कार्बन का ऑक्सीडेशन और सल्फर का रिडक्शन हो रहा है? बोलो. ओके. एंड सल्फर, उसके पास तो अभी भी ऑक्सीजन है. ओके. अच्छा, तो ऑक्सीडेशन एंड रिडक्शन का दो कॉन्सेप्ट है, पढ़े हो तुम लोग. वन इज ओल्ड कॉन्सेप्ट, अनदर वन इज न्यू मॉडर्न कॉन्सेप्ट. ओल्ड कॉन्सेप्ट टेल्स दैट oxidation means gain of oxygen or gain of electronegative elements like halogen, or loss of hydrogen or loss of electropositive elements like hydrogen, and reduction is ulta, gain of hydrogen or loss of oxygen. So यहाँ पे according to the old concept, carbon is being converted into carbon dioxide, so gain of oxygen, so therefore you have written oxidation. And sulfur, वहाँ पे देखो 4 ऑक्सीजन था, now there is 2 oxygen, so loss of oxygen atom, so loss of oxygen or gain of hydrogen, that means it will be a reduction process. Now can anybody tell me what is the modern concept of redox? New concept? Okay, anybody can tell me the exact concept? Yes. So gaining of H plus and OH minus ions is not correct answer. Please correct it. The modern redox concept or the new concept of redox, new concept of oxidation and reduction. The first one is oxidation. That means loss of electron or electrons from an atom. ठीक है? और from a molecule or from an ion. जब वो इलेक्ट्रॉन छोड़ेगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड ऑक्सीडेशन. और जिसका खुद का ऑक्सीडेशन होता है वो दूसरे को रिड्यूस करने में हेल्प करेगा, एंड दैट विल बी अ रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. सो हियर ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है कार्बन जी का, तो कार्बन विल बी द रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, और यू कैन यूज द वर्ड reducent or reductant. You can use the word reducent or reductant. Okay. The next one will be reduction. The next one will be reduction. Reduction means gain of electron or electrons from, यहाँ पे तो from नहीं, it will be by an atom or by a molecule or by an ion. तो इस कॉन्सेप्ट को काइंडली क्लियर करो. ऑक्सीडेशन एंड रिडक्शन में H प्लस और OH माइनस आयन का गेन लॉस नहीं, इलेक्ट्रॉन का गेन और इलेक्ट्रॉन का लॉस ही है. एंड रिडक्शन जिसका हो रहा है, इट इज हेल्पिंग द अदर एजेंट टू बी ऑक्सीडाइज एंड इट विल बी oxidizing agent. So जिसका oxidation हो रहा है, that will be a reducing agent, and the system that undergoes reduction will be the oxidizing agent. So someone is trying to join. So here oxidizing agent will be sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid will be a very good oxidizing agent, and always in any reaction आंख बंद करके भी तुम सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड को ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट बोल सकते हो. चलो अब हम लोग और एक एग्जांपल तुम लोगों को दे रहे हैं, उसका आंसर भेजो. वो वाला रिएक्शन MnO2 प्लस HCl, it will give MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus water. Where the oxidation and reduction processes are occurring? Please tell me. Please tell me. मैंगनीज Mn से यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है बोलो? यहाँ से यहाँ, हाँ यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन. Very good answer. So from MnO2 to MnCl2, there will be the process of reduction, and from HCl to chlorine, oxidation. From HCl to chlorine, there will be oxidation. अब बताओ तो ये चीज, ये तो पता चला कि ये हाइड्रोजन छोड़ रहा है एंड लॉस ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज ऑक्सीडेशन, पुराना कॉन्सेप्ट है. मगर MnO2 से MnCl2 रिडक्शन क्यों? MnO2 से MnCl2 रिडक्शन क्यों? यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन छोड़ा है मगर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट भी तो गेन किया है ना. तो इसका रीजन बताओ तो जल्दी, ये रिडक्शन क्यों है बोलो. प्रसायन, अतनु,